Good morning student. Today we are going to start a new topic, integration by partial fraction of indefinite integration. Suppose f of x and g of x are two polynomials. Then f of x upon g of x is called proper rational function where g of x is not equal to 0. There are three types of proper rational function where denominator means g of x is expressed as first type a non-repeated linear factor, second type repeated linear factor, and third type product of linear factor and non-repeated quadratic factor. Now here some form, it is over rational form and we have to reduce rational form into new partial form. So this is our first type, that is non-repeated linear factor. You can observe that here is quadratic equation px square plus qx plus r, and here is some factors, that is x minus a, x minus b, x minus c. This factor will be expressed in partial form like that a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus b plus c upon x minus c, where a, b, c are three unknowns that we have to find. After finding these three unknowns, we get our required solution. Now, second form px square plus qx plus r upon x minus a square into x minus b. You can observe that there is one factor which is repeated, means x minus a, x minus a. So we take here x minus a whole square. It can be reduced in partial form like that a upon x minus a first factor, then plus b upon x minus a second factor square, and third part c upon x minus b. Here also three unknowns a, b, c which we have to find, then we get our required solution. Now we move to our third part or third type, that is product of linear factor and non-repeated quadratic factor. So you can observe that here is product of linear factor and this is non-repeated quadratic factor. It can be expressed in partial form like that a upon x minus a plus bx plus c upon x square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are three unknowns and we have to find that three unknown to get required solution. So this is the three types of rational form and we express it in partial form. So let us start to solve example on it. So here it is our first type, that is a non-repeated linear factor, and this is the first example from exercise 3.4. So evaluate this. So first take it as I is equal to integration of x square plus 2 upon x minus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3. This is our dx. Okay, give it equation first. Now you can observe that this is our non-repeated linear factor. You can observe there is no any factor which is repeated. So here we use our first form, that is partial form. So first write rational form, that is x square plus 2 upon x minus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, which is equal to. Now we know that this is non-repeated linear factor, so we know that over partial form, that is a upon first factor plus b upon second factor plus c upon third factor. So this is our first factor, second factor and third factor. So write it as a upon x minus 1 plus b upon x plus 2 plus c upon x plus 3. Now give it equation second. Now there is addition sign, so we take LCM, then we get same denominator. So LCM is like that a into when we take this 3 term LCM x minus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, then when we take this term, then left that term or left that factor and multiplication of remaining 2 factors. So that is x plus 2, x plus 3 plus b. When we take b, then multiplication on these 2 factor. So it is x minus 1, x plus 3 plus c and multiplication of these 2 factors. So this is x minus 1, x plus 2. And write this part LHS. Now you can observe that this denominator is same, so we can cancel it. Okay. Now write remaining terms. X square plus 2 upon x minus 1 x square plus 2, which is equal to a into x plus 2 x plus 3 plus b into x minus 1 x plus 3 plus c into x minus 1 x plus 2. Now give it equation third. So we know that we have to find here 3 unknowns, that is a, b, c. So for finding these 3 unknown, we take some values of x, then we find these 3 unknown. So first we take value of x, that is 1. So put x is equal to 1 in equation 3. These values are arising from our equation second. You can observe that we have to here a upon x minus 1. Here we want to find value of a, that's why we take x minus 1 equal to 0. If we take x minus 1 equal to 0, then it will become x is equal to 1. That's why we take here x equal to 1 and put this value in equation 3. Then we get here 1 square plus 2, which is equal to a into 1 plus 2, here 1 plus 3 plus, if you can put here 1 instead of x, then it will become 1 minus 1. So it is 0. 0 into this 0 and 0 into this 0. So whole term becomes 0. Here also 1 minus 1 0. So here we get 0. So 1 square 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, which is equal to a. 1 plus 2 is 3 and here is 4. So that's why 3 is equal to 12a. And here we want to find a. So a is equal to 3 upon 12. But it can be simplified. So a is equal to 1 upon 4. This is our first unknown. Now we move toward next. Now next, from equation 2, we want to find b. So here x plus 2, take x plus 2 equal to 0. This implies that x is equal to minus 2. So now put x is equal to minus 2 in equation 3, we get. Okay. Now put this value. So here minus 2 square plus 2, which is equal to. Now if we put x equal to minus 2. So minus 2 plus 2 will become 0. 0 into 0. So here first part is 0 plus. Now if we take b, a into x minus 1 x plus 3. So b is equal to, here write b and write minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 plus 3 plus, here also minus 2 plus 2 0. So it will become 0. Here we get minus 2 square 4 plus 2, which is equal to b into minus 3 and it is 1. So 6 is equal to minus 3b and this implies that b is equal to 6 upon minus 3. So b is equal to minus 2. Now we want to find third part, that is C, or third unknown. Here x plus 3. So take x plus 3 equal to 0. X plus 3 equal to 0. Then it will become x is equal to minus 3. So put x equal to minus 3 in equation 3 we get. Put x equal to minus 3 in equation 3 we get. So if you put x equal to minus 3, then this term minus 3 plus 3 will become 0. Here also minus 3 plus 3 becomes 0. So we get only the part of C. So right here minus 3 square plus 2, which is equal to C into minus 3 minus 1 minus 3 plus 2. Okay. So minus 3 square is 9 plus 2, which is equal to C minus 4 minus 1. So 11, which is equal to 4C, and this will become C is equal to 11 upon 4. Now here we get three values, that is A, B, C. Put that all the values in this equation 3. So here therefore from equation 2 we get, put all the values in equation 2. So here x square plus 2, x minus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, which is equal to. Now put the values of A, which is 1 by 4 upon x minus 1, plus value of B, which is minus 2 upon x plus 2, plus value of C is 11 by 4 upon x plus 3. Now you can observe that this is equal to this partial fraction, this is equal to this partial form. So we can take integration on this partial form. Okay. So right, therefore from equation first we get I is equal to integration of 1 by 4 x minus 1 plus minus 2 x plus 2 plus 11 by 4 upon x plus 3 into dx. Now take integration on this summation. So we get 1 by 4 constant, take outside of integration, 1 upon x minus 1 dx, minus 2 constant, take outside of integration, 1 upon x plus 2 dx, plus 11 by 4 integration of 1 upon x plus 3 dx. Okay. Now use here one rule, that is using integration of 1 upon ax plus b into dx, which is equal to log ax plus b into 1 upon a plus c. So using that rule we can write here. So it is I is equal to 1 by 4 log x minus 1 minus 2 log x plus 2 plus 11 by 4 log x plus 3 plus c. So this is our required answer. It is quite lengthy, but it is very easy. First we reduce this rational form into partial form, then we find three unknowns, that is A, B, C, and then we get our required answer. Now we move to our next example. evaluate x square upon x square plus 1, x square minus 2 into x square plus 3. So first we take it I. Let I is equal to integration of x square upon x square plus 1 into x square minus 2 x square plus 3 dx. Okay, so it is in power of x, means it is square x square plus 1 x square minus 2, but we want to find linear factor. That's why we take some another function instead of this x square. So here put x square is equal to t, but don't differentiate it, only put x square is equal to t and give it equation first. So therefore it will like that, x square upon x square plus 1 x square minus 2 x square plus 3, which is equal to, now instead of x square we put here t, so this is t plus 1 t minus 2 t plus 3. Okay, now reduce it in partial form. So t plus 1 t minus 2 t plus 3. Here unknowns, a upon t plus 1 plus b upon t minus 2 plus c upon t plus 3. These are three unknowns. Give it equation second. Okay, now take LCM of these three unknown and write LHS as it is. So t plus 1 t minus 2 t plus 3, which is equal to a into, take this two term t minus 2 t plus 3 plus b, take this two term t plus 1 t plus 3 plus c, take first and last second term t plus 1 t minus 2 upon t plus 1 t minus 2 t plus 3. How to take this LCM? When we take first term a, then left that term and take this two term. When we take term b, then left that middle term and take this two factor, and last left that third factor and take multiplication of first and second factor. Okay, now this is common, so denominator get cancelled and here we get, therefore t is equal to a into t minus 2 t plus 3 plus b into t plus 1 t plus 3 plus c into t plus 1 t minus 2 and give it equation third. Okay, now here we want to find values of these three unknowns a, b, c. So we take some values of t from this equation 2. Here we want to find first value of a, that's why we take t plus 1 equal to 0. So here t plus 1 equal to 0, and this implies that t is equal to minus 1. Means we put t is equal to minus 1. So right here put t is equal to minus 1 in equation 3. In this equation we put t is equal to minus 1. So therefore minus 1, which is equal to a into minus 1 minus 2 minus 1 plus 3 plus minus 1 plus 1 will become 0. So there is no need to put here values of b, it will become 0, plus here also minus 1 plus 1 get 0. So write here 0. Now we can calculate only the term a. So therefore minus 1, which is equal to a into minus 3 plus 2. So therefore minus 1 which is equal to minus 6a, and this implies that a is equal to 1 upon 6. So this is our first value. Now next we want to find value of b. So here we take t minus 2. So t minus 2 which is equal to 0, and this implies that t is equal to 0. So put t is equal to minus 2, sorry, t is equal to plus 2 in equation 3. We get. So when we put t is equal to 2 in this equation, so here plus 2 minus 2 get cancelled. So the term is 0. Here minus 2 plus 2 cancel, so c will become also 0. So only we get here b. Therefore 2 is equal to 0 plus p into 2 plus 1, 2 plus 3 plus 0, and therefore 2 is equal to b. 2 plus 1 3, 2 plus 3 5, so 3 into 5, and that's why we get b is equal to 2 upon 15. So this is our second value. Now we want to find third value, that is c. Here c is t plus 3. So take t plus 3 is equal to 0. So we take t plus 3 is equal to 0. That means t is equal to minus 3. It is only for your understanding. Put t is equal to minus 3 in equation 3. We get. So therefore when we put t is equal to minus 3 in this equation, so here is minus 3, but there minus 3 plus 3 get 0. So this term will become 0. Here also minus 3 plus 3. So this term also becomes 0. So we get only the term of c. That's why minus 3 which is equal to c into minus 3 plus 1 minus 3 minus 2. So therefore minus 3 which is equal to c, minus 2, this is minus 5. Therefore minus 3 is equal to 10c, and therefore c is equal to minus 3 upon 10. So here we get over 3 unknowns. Now put that 3 unknowns in equation 2. So from equation 2 we get this term, but we know that we put x square is equal to t, but x square is equal to t. So put here instead of t x square. So here we get x square upon x square plus 1, x square minus 2, x square plus 3 which is equal to 1 by 6, x square plus 1 plus 2 upon 15, x square minus 2 plus minus 3 upon 10 upon x square plus 3. But this is over for integration. Here you can observe that x square plus 1, x square minus 2, x square plus 3. This is our problem to find out our solution. So we take integration on both sides, or also you can write here when we take integration then it will become I. So write from equation first, I is equal to, now take integration sign, integration of 1 upon 6 x square plus 1 plus 2 upon 15 x square minus 2 plus minus 3 upon 10 x square plus 3 dx. Now integration on summation. So we take here I is equal to 1 by 6 is constant, take outside of integration, 1 upon x square plus 1 dx plus 2 upon 15, 1 upon x square minus 2 dx minus 3 upon 10 integration of 1 upon x square plus 3 dx. Okay, now we can write it as x square plus 1 square dx plus 2 upon 15 integration of 1 upon x square minus root 2 square dx minus 3 upon 10 integration of 1 upon x square plus root 3 square dx. Now use here some formulas. So using integration of 1 upon x square plus a square, which is equal to 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a plus c, and integration of 1 upon x square minus a square, which is equal to 1 upon 2a log x minus a upon x plus a plus c. So using that two rules, we write here our answer, that is therefore I is equal to 1 by 6 1 upon x square plus a square, it is 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a. So here a is over 1, so we can write here 1 upon 1, there is no need to write 1 upon 1, x upon 1 plus 2 upon 15 1 upon 2a, so here 2 is a is root 2 log of x minus root 2 upon x plus root 2 minus 3 upon 10 1 upon a, so it is 1 upon root 3 tan inverse x upon root 3 plus c. Okay, so therefore I is equal to 1 by 6 into tan inverse x plus this 2 and this 2 can get cancelled, so 1 upon 15 root 2 log of x minus root 2 upon x plus root 2, this 3 and this root 3, so here we get root 3 upon 10 tan inverse x upon root 3 plus c. So this is our final answer. You can observe that. So today we stop here. In next lecture we discuss type second repeated linear factor and type third product of linear factor and non-repeated quadratic factor. Thank you.